Hi everyone, welcome to another episode. As you know, my name is Miwa Kolaole and welcome to this channel. So, of recent, I've been talking about e-commerce and I've done a number of episodes talking about e-commerce, how to start e-commerce, the business model in e-commerce, and also a lot of information like that. So in this particular episode, I'm actually going to be talking about niche selection and product sourcing as far as e-commerce is concerned. So we all know what e-commerce is, but now let's come to the billion-dollar question. What exactly are you going to be selling? Because e-commerce is about selling and buying of goods online or using the internet. So today we are going to be running through how to know the niche in which you want to operate and also how to source for your product. So the first step is niche selection as an e-commerce entrepreneur to be. And the first thing you have to do is you need to forget about Amazon, forget about Jumia, forget about Konga, forget about competing with those people. They are not your competitor at all. Competitors at all. So what you need to just do is focus on a particular slice of the market. Sit yourself down, ask yourself, what are those things that people are currently in need of now in the society? What is that particular product that if I should tell three of my neighbors that I have them, they'll be willing to pay for it? What are those things that, what are those problems they are currently facing that they actually need a product that can actually help them to solve that particular problem? So those are the products you are going to look at, and those are the things that are going to determine the niche in which you are going to go into. So you need to ask yourself, so am I going to be targeting people who are eco-conscious millennials? Am I going to be targeting people who are new parents? Am I going to be targeting people who just got married? Am I going to be targeting people who are just who are about entering a higher institution? Like, am I going to be targeting people based on, like, you have to sit down, ask yourself, what are the problems that people are actually facing around me? And this is actually going to guide you on the particular niche in which you want to operate in, because you can't be selling electronics, selling furniture, selling fashion items, selling everything. As someone who is just starting out, you don't even have the financial capacity to do that. And another ugly truth is just the fact that there are established companies out there that are already doing this on a very large scale. So you just coming in to compete with them is more like you're just shooting yourself out of foot. Okay, so once that is well sorted, so a small niche, if you once you have a small niche, it's going to give you ability to be able to compete in the market, and it's going to help your marketing because your marketing is going to be very clear. You already know the people you are targeting, and it's going to be much more easier for you to scale as well. So once you be able to know the people you want to sell to, the products people are in need of, then the next thing for you to start thinking of is, how do I source my products? Like, how do I get my products? So these are the three ways through which you can actually get your products for e-commerce. The first one is manufacturing. Manufacturing, you can decide to start be the one to produce the products by yourself. Like, if the cost of production, let's say for example fashion now, if you're the type that you're very good with making clothes, fashion items, and also shoes, bags, and all sorts, you can decide to start producing it by yourself, put it on your website, do marketing for it. Then you have the whole value chain for what you're actually doing. So but the challenge for this particular method is just the fact that the cost of production is always very high, most especially for someone like you who is just starting out and try to test the waters. So the next thing you can actually do, and the next way through you can source for products is through wholesaling. So you can buy locally or even globally. And let's say you have a supplier on Alibaba, and you can just negotiate with the person that, okay, this is the minimum quantity I'm going to be buying at a particular point in time. Maybe shirts 5, maybe shirts like a bundle, maybe trousers a bundle, and also sneakers maybe 10 at a time and all sorts. So with this you can negotiate with someone on probably on a known platform to be able to like sell to you, and when the person sell to you, you too can be able to like sell to others as well. So, and the third one or the third method is through drop shipping. So drop shipping is a very very low risk kind of, and especially for someone who is just probably starting out the e-commerce business. But the downside of this is just that you need to be very sure that of the quality of what your supplier is going to be giving to you, and you also need to be sure of the fact that your supplier is someone that is responsible and is able to take accountability for whatever happened during the process. Why? Because things can go south. It is not even that things can go south. Things will always go south sometimes. So you need to look for someone that who will be able to like who can sometimes able to be able to like undo fulfillment, and also be able to like take responsibility for something that will surely happen, because things will surely happen. There is no way you can even guide it against it, something like that. So these are the three ways through you can actually source for products. You can source for products from manufacturers, from wholesalers, and also from a supplier through drop shipping process. So having said all this, so your product sourcing is what is actually going to determine your profitability as an e-commerce person. Why? Because if you are buying a product at a very high price, don't forget that at the end of the day, the price of the product is not just what is going to be like. Let's, for example, now you are buying the product for 10K and you are selling it for 15K. That is not like, it's more like you have like 5K profit on it, but that 5K profit is not actually profit. Why? In the sense that before you sell that product, you must have like done marketing. You must have like paid for like what's it called now, like a platform. uh if you're using websites, I'm sure you have an hosting plan. You have someone to build it for you. I mean, you must have incurred one cost or the other, shipping the products to the person. Even you yourself, the time you are using to invest in this whole process should cost you something at least. So for it to be profitable, you have to ensure that whatever you are getting your product from is a place whereby what they are going to give you is of high quality, and also at the same time it is pocket friendly. So that by the time you add your margin to it, by the time you add your margin to it, your cost of your logistics, cost of marketing, cost of packaging, branding, and all sorts, whatever you are going to have at the end of the day, what the profit is going to be something substantial, that even you'll be happy that okay, yes, at least I did 18, something like that. But if you not get it right from the level of you getting your product from it, they're going to give you like something better or a very good offer. I won't lie to you, you're already shooting yourself at the foot, something like that. So this is just what I want to like talk about in this particular episode. And don't forget that the title of this episode again is niche selection and product sourcing. And so once you are convinced that you want to go into the e-commerce business and you know the model in which you want to use, the next thing is for you to like niche down and know how to like source for your product. And I talked about that okay, there are different segments of the e-commerce, and also I also talked about that there are different uh sources through which you can get your product, from manufacturers, from wholesalers, and also from a vendor or a supplier through a method known as drop shipping. So I have no doubt you've been able to like learn one or two things from this particular episode. And don't forget again, my name is Miwa Kolawole. So join me again on the next episode where I'm going to be talking about something also more interesting like this, as someone who has been in the business and also ready to share his idea with people out there. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and also like let the video be known, make awareness about it for people within your circle. Thank you so much. See you next time.